To challenge them is to court death.
Before Thanos would be taking on the Avengers, before Thanos was exiled from his home planet and traveled the universe, meeting death itself.
There is no power that can harm me.
In your universe, perhaps. The Satsui no Hado has conquered gods and demons.
Before Thanos rescued Gamora as an infant and trained her to become his personal assassin.
Gamora, soldier, assassin, wanted on over a dozen counts of murder.
Now there's been plenty of speculation over the years as the true inspiration behind Thanos, with detractors considering him to be a carbon copy of DC's Darkseid, another monstrous alien tyrant created by legendary comic book artist Jack Kirby. As it turns out, Thanos' creator, Jim Starlin, he idolized Kirby's trailblazing ways, and he simply used Darkseid as a small influence, citing Metron, another one of Kirby's creations, to be the true inspiration. Now we're just getting started. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the creation and fictional origin of Marvel's Thanos, here for you on Before They Are Fiction. Now last year I was working on making a Before They Are Fiction channel, and well, it's still up alive and well. If you want to go over in there and subscribe, there is a link down below. Also let me know if you want to see more videos like this. We could get working on Venom, plus I didn't buy this suit just for fun. First off, we're going to start with Thanos' creation story. Artist and writer Jim Starlin was serving as a US Navy photographer during Vietnam. A longtime comic book fan, he would create stories while off duty and submit them to Marvel. None seemed to quite make the cut, but upon being discharged, he managed to sell 2 short horror stories to DC Comics. While enrolled in college psychology classes, he thought up an idea of a character that struggled with feelings of repressed anger. Starlin would draw images of these characters in his notebook, and it was in here an early version of Drax the Destroyer was born, as well as the heavily flawed villain we'd come to know and love as Thanos. Okay, I don't know, who's loving him? Maybe some. If you are, you're kind of weird. He took his creations to Marvel and was asked if he wanted to work on issue number 55 of Iron Man. Seeing this as a once-in-a-lifetime chance, Jim of course accepted the gig. It was here he first met writer Mike Frederick, who scripted the comic from a story written by Starlin. The original design for Thanos was much skinnier, but editor Roy Thomas, he suggested the character be made bigger and more intimidating. Starlin took the note, and from there, well, he and Frederick, they worked tirelessly on the issue. In February of 1973, Iron Man number 55 was released, introducing both Drax and Thanos to the world of Marvel. While Drax has carved out his own legacy, many consider Thanos to be Starlin's most memorable creation. His appearance in stories within the 1970 Marvel canon, including Captain Marvel, Daredevil, and the Avengers, set the character's status as a terrifying yet sympathetic nemesis that fans could relate to just as well as the story's hero.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Alright, now we're moving on to the origin story of Thanos, and the Mad Titan, well, he has quite the story. He was born on the Saturn moon of Titan to mother Susan and father Mentor. He also has a younger brother named Eros. Now, his brother actually is a sex offender, so I guess turmoil just runs in their blood. Yikes. Now his parents and brother belong to a race known as the Eternals, a group of gorgeous beings created by giant armed gods called the Celestials. However, Thanos, well, he was born with something referred to as Deviant Syndrome, the Deviants being a race who inherited the Eternals' godlike power, but none of their perfect physical features. As a result, Thanos popped out with purple skin and an oversized body. Upon seeing her newborn son, his mother Susan, well, she was devastated by his appearance and tried to kill the baby. Yeah, I'd become a comic book villain as well.
To hell with purple people. Unless they're suffocating.
Now, originally aspiring to become a scientist like his old man, Thanos grew up a pacifist who excelled in his studies. But as time went by, Thanos began to exhibit signs of his violent nature, becoming fascinated with the concept of death. He would draw pictures of dead animals but still couldn't stand the thought of killing a living being. One day Thanos was pressured by a mysterious girl to explore a cave with a group of friends to get over his fear of killing, only to become separated from the group when it all collapsed around him. Now stranded, our boy was left alone with the innocent creatures who inhabited the landscape, refusing to kill the critters for food, while Thanos waited 3 days before finding his friends, who just so happened to be devoured by the very animals he spared. The sole survivor of the chaotic adventure, a devastated Thanos, well, he managed to escape. Upon returning, the mysterious girl convinced him to go back to the cave and murder the creatures. Developing abilities such as telepathy, super speed, and telekinesis, Thanos began to realize the true power of his strength. Growing up, he gained further curiosity surrounding his deviant origins, and now more comfortable with the prospect of killing, he began dissecting various creatures to gain more information regarding where he came from. He even killed fellow Titanians in the process with the help of the same mysterious girl from his younger years. He made several passes at her, being rejected every time. The dude just must have zero game. Thanos concluded his murder spree with killing his own mother, Susan, in an attempt to study her genetic makeup. I mean, what's wrong with a simple blood sampling? Just saying.
I said I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you.
Deciding to retire from a life of murder, Thanos eventually left his home planet of Titan to explore space with a pirate crew. Still left with a sense of insignificance, he soon became numb to those around him. Falling into hedonism, Thanos would soon hop from planet to planet, mating with various partners in order to feel emotion, only to abandon them once they gave birth to his child. So now he's no better than his mother. In fact, he's worse. Shortly after, Thanos was confronted by the captain of his crew over his reluctance to kill. The conflict got heated and you guessed it, Thanos killed him. Taking over the helm, he soon returned to ravage his home planet, where he was confronted by his father Mentor. Reuniting with the mysterious girl, the two soon became an item, upon telling him that he needs to become a god in order for her to truly love him. She revealed herself to be the one and only Mistress Death.
Darling, you make me so proud.
To prove his worthiness to Mistress Death, Thanos began his search for the one and only Cosmic Cube, a device that could give its possessor power throughout all of the universe. His search brought him to Earth, where he was confronted by Captain Marvel and the Avengers. While our boy put up a fight, he was eventually defeated by the heroic alliance and booted from Earth. And in a second attempt to impress Mistress Death, he sought out to collect the 6 soul gems. Now these are, well, they're the Infinity Stones. They called them something different back then. Now for the one person on Earth who doesn't know about these stones, well, they give their owner unlimited power. It was during this search that he rescued Gamora, a future guardian of the galaxy, and trained her to become his personal assassin. Meeting Adam Warlock, an artificial human who possessed one of the gems, well, Thanos learned of Warlock's future self, who wished to undermine the lovable tyrant. Thanos sent Gamora through time to the Universal Church of Truth to assassinate Magus, but she failed. I think Magus is Warlock. I think they're the same person. I'm getting a little confused. Let's move on.
More powerful, more beautiful, more capable of destroying the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think I shall call him Adam.
Okay, from here the story gets really skewed and it's nothing like you see in the movie. Thanos had to go after Warlock, he trained Gamora now to be his assassin. The timelines are different, but I think we've gotten to the point here. Before Their Fiction on Thanos is another video in the bag. Now if you guys like these Before Their Fiction videos, we could be making one on Venom. I know that trailer just hit the web and it was pretty hot. Let me know who you want me to talk about in a future video. How about a Before They Were Gone on Apu? Yeah, the guy who voices him, he just decided no more. So sound off in the comments down below. I'm your boy Michael McCrudden. We have an entire channel we started up with more Before Their Fiction videos. Be sure to head on over there, hit subscribe, the link is down below. See you guys in another video. Boom! So Before Their Fiction, the options are endless. This could be a series here on the main channel, it could exist on my second channel and we do it weekly, or we could devote an entire channel to this. In fact, we already have one, it's called Before Their Fiction. Now we did this last year and we put out about 50 videos. On here you'll see ones on like Zelda, Deadpool, we've done characters from The Walking Dead, The Simpsons. We've also done videos on Dracula, the Loch Ness Monster, and Slender Man. That one did really well. So browse around and let me know if you want me to get this channel back up and running, or perhaps you want to see it just as a series, or maybe you want to see it on my second channel. I don't know. We don't know what we're going to do. That's why I'm asking you guys. But browse around. I look forward to hearing your feedback. Okay, bye.
I only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe. Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Christopher Robin.